So someone was asking my thoughts on duality. Duality. Yeah, I just found this balloon randomly. So that's cool. I wrote some poetry on this subject. I just felt called to, like, recently, a few days ago. And so that's why I was really stoked when I was prompted to talk about this, because it's something I've been really sort of feeling into, this idea of duality. So I'll read this now. The union of the opposites is the birthplace of the subdivision, and the split is the path to reunification. In the beginning was the end, the void, pregnant once again. Birth and death intertwined, light and dark holding hands. The full emptiness, brimming with the word. The birth of God inevitable, natural, as flowers blooming, as bones withering. The painful and ecstatic coitus, a tender expression of a divine union. As unavoidable as time and gravity, law spoken by an unsung deity, dwelling in the seam, woven between dream and dream, carved into its wild heart, find its unspeakable name. The mother and the father are one in me. I am the living miracle, a paradox incarnate. All opposites reconciled through my holy conception. My breath is the lifeblood, and my body the birthplace. I come into my own, and my coincidence is known. The harmony of my poles, electric, magnetic, pulled and blown back to the center of the spiral, renewed in all moments, reborn, transformed into what I always was. The path to your unity is through your duality. It is the holy union that traces the way. It is the line between that forms the bridge. The goal is not to escape the duality. It is to mend the divide. Our task is to unmask the polarity as a secret singularity. Your adversary as your beloved in disguise. This is the great unveiling, the cosmic love realization. It is unfolding through us now. The dual states of the world, life and death, light and dark, they are like the two halves of your body, identical in nature, yet mirrored. But together, in their union, they form you, a living paradox. Both opposites reconciled into a unity, expressed as a polarity, in and always harmony with its own. The combination of life and death is you. The combination of dark and light is you. The mother and the father made one through you. It is the spectral expression of the infinitesimally small and large division between polar states that creates everything. That creates God, that creates the universe, that creates existence. This is a beautiful place. The ultimate thing that I'm getting at is that we are the bridge. We are the bridge between the opposites. And the path to unity is not by leaving here and going over there. It's by finding your center and realizing that your center is the center. It is the bridge between heaven and earth. And it is our task. It is our power, our magic, to enact the proof of this paradoxical, holy reconciliation of opposites through our creations, through our words, through our actions, through our thoughts even. And it's self-love too, which is crazy. Like, if you love yourself, loving all parts of yourself, the dark and the light, is how the universe reconciles its own duality and births itself. It's such a paradox. So when we talk about duality, it all kind of leads back to the same place. It's the same unity, and the unity is found within our hearts. Expressing that is how we mend all of the division in the world, by allowing the poetry, the medicine of our own hearts, of the unity of opposites within our own hearts, to prove to all the world that there is no separation, that we are one, that everything is one. This is our task. This is our medicine. This is our magic. This is what we are capable of doing. To be the bridge for heaven and earth. And in a time where we need that more than ever, you know, that resurgence of the consciousness, of the knowing that we are one, that we are family. And that's something that has existed before. And it has been lost. In a lot of cases, it's been silenced through, you know, oppressive, tyrannical power structures that have been dominating us, humans and nature and animals. I was recently contacted by some people who I now call my friends. Their names are Ananda and Ina. They live in Guatemala. And Guatemala is a place that, you know, it's rich with a long cultural tradition of consciousness, of this unity consciousness, the awareness of the symbiosis, the inherent connectedness between all things, between life and death. And so they've invited me to participate in this retreat from the March 15th to the 21st, I'm pretty sure, in Guatemala, at Lake Atitlan is what it's called. And in talking to Ananda, he's saying that it's this place that it's charged with this kind of consciousness, this kind of harmony of opposites, unity, family, consciousness, nature consciousness. And that when you're there, you like, it's palpable, you can feel it. And they're hosting this retreat that is quite literally intended to foster this exact connection that I'm speaking of and that I'm speaking to. It's a proof of concept in my eye, an example of how we can live, how we can relate to each other and to our home, Earth, moving forward, moving through these, coming years, coming generations. And so yeah, they've invited me to participate in this, and also, extended the invitation to all of you, and to, basically, like, this is sort of their initiation into this world in a lot of ways. They've hosted gatherings before, but never like a prolonged retreat that's like more than a few hours. And this is over the course of like a week, right? And so yeah, I invite you to participate in that. They gave me like a link so that if like you guys sign up, then I'll get like a portion of the proceeds from that, and I'll actually be able to like afford to be able to go like myself, right? So sort of my idea was that like by sharing this this invitation, then this could be an opportunity, for us to gather in person, right? And to actually put these ideas into practice, because just talking about it, like, it's good. It definitely, it works. It makes a difference. But to actually like do it, to come together, to have conversations, and it's also just an opportunity to like hang out in a setting, in a beautiful tropical setting. But yeah, so that's the offer. Like, the offer is there. And yeah, and so like, yeah, there's a possibility of something I think really special happening here. So yeah, if you're interested, hit the link, sign up, and I will literally see you there, which is pretty insane to think about that possibility unfolding. And if not, just practice this consciousness wherever you are, create this community, create this harmony, this symbiosis wherever you are, because you have the ability to. It is a gift that we all have, this ability to be poets of life, and to weave together the extremes, and to reveal that everything is connected. And so yeah, that's my invitation to you, to, in whatever way you can, in whatever way you feel is most in alignment with just the way that you choose to express this, to be this truth of reconciliation, to be this truth of compassion, and to be this truth of revealing the beauty and the love of of everything. So, yeah. Oh my god. That's insane. That is so insane.